Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 I ain't got a, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk?
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Watson now on second down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Moore graded high on the scale with speed, hands, and route running ability entering the 2021 draft, but had limited chances in his first 2 years with the Jets. Cleveland brought him in to give him a chance to grow into the starter many expected. It sure looks like they made the right decision there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this out to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Browns at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
On second down, here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Watson, option left. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. Pretty nice effort.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Purdy. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Chubb on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now with Purdy. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're capable of running, oftentimes your quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
His throw incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. In motion right, Debo. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Purdy. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Purdy from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to pull guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be out right at the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Purdy now to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Purdy, eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. He took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result, so... To me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Purdy looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and 6. Watson off play action. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Under pressure, they got him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 70 yards. And the Niners have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Shreds into the stiff arm. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 35, here's second and 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Hey, 31.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And there's more in the second half. One mistake on the first throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Slot man moves right. Purdy to throw it on first down. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. Purdy. His throw caught. Right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 70. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Niners 24, Browns 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that will fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second down, here's Purdy to throw. A throw out wide incomplete.
When they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Chubb producing on that run, and he produces year after year for the Browns. 3rd in the league with over 1,500 yards in 2022. He quietly is in the top 20 all-time in both yards and touchdowns in a player's first 5 seasons.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down. Watson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Purdy to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Purdy to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throwing, Purdy. And now another one thrown incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Purdy, big 4th down play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week,